We're back. So, experience our first loss. Yeah, I had a good feeling. Yeah, we're out the Heisman race after that game too. But Allen Iverson is holding on strong. So yeah. This is our first home game in a minute, so I might do a blackout game just because it's the first home game in a minute and everything. It's 6:45 p.m. It's close enough. It's not prime time, but yeah. I called a really bad game last game, so kind of disappointed in myself, but sitting. Oh, it doesn't let me do the crowd pattern. It's not letting me do the crowd pattern. I guess it's going by my triggers. I guess I should adjust that then. Hold on. Yeah, it's not allowing me there. Hopefully it's on the blackout crowd.
Fans are ready after a long day of waiting and preparation as we have a terrific game in store. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I checked in with Kansas State.
Yeah, I'm about to adjust that. Alright, so we get the ball at the half.
They make every game a home field advantage. So I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end.
Caught, and he's got room. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Got a man. It's Oakley. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Come on, get back there.
Rushes on. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
So the Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Snap on first down, wants to throw. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Out wide left, it's Douglas.
Oh,
Able to
man.
haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Turns it upfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Caught in the backfield, it's Oakley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Motion from the wide out. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Johnson wants to throw it. Misses badly on that one. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a first down.
Oh, they're going for it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So,
touchdown, Kansas State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point was good.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for space. It's Blake. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, gonna throw it. In the backfield, it's Blake. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The screen, he's got wheels. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
On the play. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Was to pass. Caught by Williams on the left. Caught down Ryan. A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Play action on first down. Short pass. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play.
Snags it, and he's open. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's there to make the stop. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now on the move. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
Need to get them off the
Great
field,
job on
man.
the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The handoff. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Winston. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Takes the handoff. It's Blake. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's the danger on 3rd and short as a defense, right? You line all those bodies up close to the line of scrimmage. If you let the running back into the second level, you know it's going to be a big one. A nice effort that time by the safety, making a touchdown-saving tackle.
Wants to throw one first. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Blake. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The clock winds down for 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Plows his way ahead. Across the 10. Touchdown, Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Johnson looking to throw.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Jukes his way for more. Enough to move the chains. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
On target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his man. It's Douglas. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Bulldogs looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the 1st half went down. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Lions head coach. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific 1st half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Delayed handoff. It's Blake. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Lions. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really helped.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Lions! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good.
Number 38, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Oakley.
Oh, dang.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first
tackles.
down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just
I cannot believe that.
Throw it to him, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere
Oh, man.
on that one as he
Dropped the
got
interception.
drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
What is going on
so
here?
Far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first
Definitely
down.
a glitch
What
going
weapon
on.
To have a guy who can move the chains
That
for you
man.
by any means necessary.
And they still...
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 20.
Man, I don't like that, man. With the crowd. Oh, man. I wonder if they allow me to,
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, on the Lions sideline right now, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Caught by Williams on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Lions! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Out wide right, it's Oakley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on second down. Got it behind the line. It's White. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Back's got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete.
I thought he was throwing to the other person that was wide open.
You have a big lead.
He was wide open.
Do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Quick give. It's Fields. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Duff. Caught.
They haven't got one sack this whole game.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Fields. Maybe a crease. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is. And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside. Something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Hard running there. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They've got
That's crazy after that stiff arm.
It's starting to dwindle, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Danzy. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Duff. Look out!
Finally got a sack.
The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Gets the back moving. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Run ends there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Left side is Blake. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Had the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Duff. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This is...
If that's going to be enough to get to the conference championship. That's the main objective right now. Let's get to the conference championship. After taking that one loss, let's see. Kansas was number 3. Oh, we still number 1. I didn't even realize that. All right, so Kansas State, who team? Okay, so okay, that's good. We're still in there. Yeah, cause we beat Wu Temple. We lost to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is 1-2 in the division, so as long as we don't lose another game, we should be going to the conference championship. It looked like Colorado is number 1 in the North. Look at the top 25. Top 25. BYU and Arizona are in the top 25. That's in our division. Hold on. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody else? I don't think so. So, yeah, I feel like as long as I win the conference, I could go to the college football playoffs. Yeah, we are in a good spot right now. Yeah, I believe we're in a good spot right now. All right, till next time.